so much for coming for Girls for STEM. We really do appreciate. Again, we're here to encourage girls pursue science and technology. We're here to showcase other role models that are pursuing science and technology STEM, especially women. We are also here to ensure that the girls can be exposed to these role models who are pursuing different types of careers, as well as just for them to get acquainted with different types of careers, because when they see other people doing STEM, then they're like, oh, I can do STEM. For example, on this same channel, we've embarked on discussing vehicle to vehicle communication technology. So most kids, most young people, they don't know that society or technology wants now to ensure cars can communicate with each other. Guess what? To reduce collisions, fatal injuries, to human beings. So that's why we are here, guys. So guys, today I'm really so excited. I have a very important, two important guests, guys. So exciting. So I'll just right away dive into it. So I have now engineer CHILESHE. Let's bring her up, guys, so we hear what's going on. Let's do that. Hi, CHILESHE. Thank you so
Hi,
much. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming to this
I'm
channel. I
doing
really do
great.
appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Wow. Guys, it's very exciting today. It's an exciting day. So let's hear what CHILESHE is going to share with us. So, CHILESHE, you are in STEM, right?
Yes,
Yes.
I am.
So now, I just want to say first thing, congratulations for graduating with honors. Thank you for making us proud. Woo, woo, woo. What a feeling.
Thank
I've had such a
you.
feeling. It was
Woo!
amazing. A feeling of relief, a feeling. So how are you feeling? Tell me, share with my viewers. How are you feeling?
The feeling is it's incredible. You can't believe it that the sleepless nights, the long
Yes.
hours, like everything has just paid off. So it's really an incredible feeling. I'm excited, still in the honeymoon phase.
Wow.
I feel like it's yesterday. So I feel like the celebration is going to go on for a long time to come.
Wow, wow, wow. That's really an exciting feeling, I can tell. So now tell us, what did you graduate with? What did you actually pursue? Can you share with my viewers exactly what did you pursue?
Okay, so I pursued a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering at the Copperbelt University in Zambia.
Yes.
So, for my bachelor's of degree in mechanical engineering, I majored in renewable energy and refrigeration and air conditioning. So basically, I'm a mechanical engineer with a major in renewable energy and air conditioning.
Wow, wow, good job, great job. Thank you so much for that. So
Thank you.
let's learn more about you. So I'll take you back when you were 5 years old. So what's going on in your life?
Wow.
Are you and your parents talking about you going into engineering? The reason why I always ask this to my viewer, uh, um, to the engineers that come on this channel, is to understand, how did you become an engineer? you know how did that happen? So what's going on? Are your parents, you talking about it on the table when you're eating? Do you have relatives engineers? Do you your neighbors? Tell us what's going on.
Okay, so wow. Back 5 years old, I had no idea what engineering was. So it wasn't even on my mind to say there's such a thing. Like growing up, my environment was just so different. We
Yes.
we we didn't have any discussions to do with engineering. I feel like growing up, the careers I'd hear about is medicine, you're either a medical doctor or a teacher. I've grown up with people who are in the teaching career and the medical field. So those were the careers that I was aware of. And I
Yes.
feel like even up to like 10 years old, somewhere there, I didn't know anything to do with like engineering. What's that? I don't know. Maybe seeing gears or something, and I'm like, no, definitely not my thing.
Yes.
What I actually wanted was journalism. I would, you'd sit there 19 hours, everybody's watching the news, and I'll be like, that's what I want to do. I would like imitate journalists, try to like read out the news. So in my mind, I knew I was going to be a journalist growing up. I went as far as becoming a fan time presenter on ZNBC. I was very sure about journalism back then. So growing up, no idea that there was such a thing as engineering, let alone I didn't even know I was going to end up being a mechanical engineer. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. So, what really inspired you? When did this being a mechanical engineer, start? Was it during when you were young, or maybe in your secondary school period, or maybe when did that start?
Okay. So basically the passion or the interest in engineering started in grade 10 high school, that excitement of just passing your grade 9 and making it to grade 10. And then I found myself at a STEM school. I didn't even know it was a STEM school, but then it was just Dela Girls National Technical High School. Okay, I knew, okay, I'm at a technical school. I made the points. I'm here. So what?
Yes,
And I really still had no idea about engineering then, until I was put in a class where I had to take GMD. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, what's this? I need to use instruments to draw stuff. And I remember I really struggled so much the first time, just drawing a
yes.
simple triangle. And I was just saying, I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even want to
Tell
do
me about it.
engineering. But then like after I got to like talk to friends and my teachers, by like grade 10 term 2 I had picked up so much and it became my favorite subject. That's when I began to talk about engineering. I was like, oh, so this is actually doable. Like I can actually do this. And like subjects like woodwork, when we have times where we'd make little things in the workshop, and I'm like, oh wait, there's
Yes.
actually something like this, and it's really interesting. So from there, that's when my engineering interest started, and I started to look into engineering. Okay, what can I do with my drawing? Because I loved it so much, so I definitely had to look for something that had to do with drawing.
Wow, wow. And you know what? Most people they think math is really difficult, but once you go into mathematics and you are just swimming into those equations, swimming into those rectangles, you get familiar
Yeah,
with the stuff, and later on, it doesn't feel really like you scared, And that's what I tell kids. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
so let me say it this way. Mostly, the reason why kids are scared about science and technology, STEM, they've been told that math is hard. And I always say that
yeah,
math is not hard. The only thing we are doing, guys, is we're looking for X. Only X. Remember, X oranges plus
yeah,
X oranges equals 2X oranges. And then later on, you go into differentiation because X starts changing. And I saw that to my son, guys. I hope he's not
yeah,
listening. He's going to kill me. He bought it. And, yeah. So it's because they are told that math is so hard, it's difficult, it's a monster, don't go there, go to. So we're not saying social sciences or any other careers are not good, because we need them, and also technology is in those also
yeah, we do.
careers, right? Especially in the next decade where we are going,
Yeah,
every career is going to be embedded with STEM. And that's why I've been saying, guys, let's go STEM, let's go STEM,
hmm,
everybody, so that when that time comes, we're not going to have a hard time being working for insurance, for example. Who knew that working for
hmm,
somebody in STEM can work in insurance? But guess who's behind all those programming and things like that? It's engineers who are behind all that, you know.
yeah. It's
Wow. So that's,
engineers now.
yes,
Yeah.
it's engineers. So that's really interesting. You sharing how it started. So in the during your high school, what's happening there? Are you now getting, more interested in science?
Yeah, actually, I was getting a really huge passion for like science and math and drawing and everything in those lines. So I became curious. I remember that's like a point in my life where my mom, I actually discovered that my mom did woodwork and drawing. I was like, wait, we've been
Yes,
in the same house and I had no idea. So I was like, okay, so if my mother can do it, I can do it. If the next person can do it. I remember having a classmate and her just sharing, she's like, casually, she's like, oh, my mom's an engineer. And I was like, what? Wait, you mean your mom's an engineer? She's a female and an engineer. And I'm like, I think this is doable. So yeah, during high school, it just sealed the deal for me when it came to STEM.
wow, that's interesting. So, what are some of the challenges that you had when you were now in STEM? Because there are few women in STEM. So, can you share with my viewers what are some of the fears? Did you have a role model? Did you look up to somebody else? For example, I'll tell you, in my case, I really stumbled actually when I was pursuing
Yeah,
manufacturing systems engineering. Because right now I'm working in space missions, but I never saw anyone who was like me,
yeah,
anyone who looked like me, with my skin. So I stumbled, and I was so scared every time that I went to school. You can imagine. So, and that's why I wouldn't want other students, other people to feel like they are just alone. So, could you share with my viewers what were some of the challenges that you faced when you were at school? Because now you are a graduate, you just graduated. Oh my God, I'm excited. So, what are the challenges that you had?
yeah. Okay. Well, to begin with, you really feel that you're in a STEM career when you get to second year at the Copperbelt University, because
Yes,
then now you're in Bang quarter before you're quartered into your programs, and you look around, and it's like three quarters are guys, and
yes,
like where are the girls? Like where is everybody else? And then like you would get in the beginning lecturers just look at you like, what are you doing here? You're female, and
yes,
you'd really feel it, like they're like,
yes,
I don't think you're in the right place. But then you really need to have um a supportive group of friends. Like you need to have a tribe that believes in what you're doing.
yes,
Because I can't lie, it's not easy. I remember one time, we went to class or having a class, and
yes,
one of the girls had lipstick on, and this
yeah,
lecturer just said, oh, engineering, you put on lipstick, are you sure you're in the right field?
yes,
And you'll be like, okay, what's happening? Am I not allowed to be girly and be an engineer at the same time? So it
yes,
was really challenging. And then as for role models, it's not easy to come across females that are engineering. But
yes,
luckily, like for me, I was interested in like EIZ activities like under the West department. So at least I was able to see people like Engineer Sharon who were doing so great. And I feel like I was also just really intentional. I'd get on my laptop, go to YouTube, okay, look for females that, okay, I'll just look up, okay, mechanical engineering females, some videos will pop
yes,
up and they'll be like, okay, they're doing this, I can do this. And it will give you a certain drive to carry on. I feel like even simple things like movies. An
yes.
example of a movie I watched so repeatedly was Hidden Figures. Oh my goodness,
Tell
that
me about
movie
it.
got me through some really hard times.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, sometimes it gets so challenging. And I'm like, maybe I should have just gone for something else. It's not working. But then you'd watch this movie and like see these people doing all this amazing stuff, and and be like, I can do this. And that's the only way I feel like I managed to get through the whole STEM career thing.
Wow, that's really encouraging, especially for students who are still students and those that are just trying to get into STEM. There are so many challenges. I went through them,
Hmm.
especially. I just want to share with you, not to take your your interview. So sometimes, when they say you have
Yeah.
to team up, to group up, right? And then the boys, the guys, they have their language.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'll be with you. I'm
Yeah.
still waiting. I'm looking. They've already
Yeah.
teamed up. And then when I go to that team, I have to prove to them that I'll be able to bring something to the table. It's very, very intimidating. And but again, that
Yeah, it
intimidation is
is.
something that we feel as women. So we need to talk about this and be bold that we can always just go
Yeah.
there and say, "Oh, I'll be part of this team," because you can be, you can join any team. It doesn't have to be like, oh, they have to
Mhm.
approve you, but we just go through that. And it's something that we need to really share everybody, so they know that we need to fight hard, we need to be determined, we need to just go and participate, so that we can also just learn.
That's
Oh, I
very
think,
true.
yes, yes.
That's very true, and I feel like it's not only the guys that are teaming up, but you find certain females who would be in such a hurry when they say make groups, and they're
Yes,
making groups, and those sparse comments like, "No, there are enough females already." What do you mean by enough females? What's that supposed to mean? They
yes.
don't want to work with other females in the same industry, which it just didn't sit well with me. It just didn't make sense at all. So I feel like it should go both ways, both guys and girls. I think it's really important that we support each other and are not in the culture of pulling each other down.
Wow, wow, that's true. So what do you want to specialize in? Particularly mechanical engineering has it's very diversity. You can do a lot of things. So which part exactly are you interested in?
Okay, wow, that's very true. It's very broad, and I didn't realize how broad it is until I came to the industry. Once
Yes,
you're in the industry, you get to see so many sectors you didn't even think they fell under mechanical engineering. And I'm always like, wait, what? That's mechanical engineering as well. So I feel like I want to specialize in anything that has to do with mechanical designs. Like I said
yes,
earlier, I've just always had the passion for design from the time I could see. I did machine drawing, I could just see things in 3D even before they were in 3D. So I feel like that's the direction I'm eventually going to end up in. But right now, I'm just exploring the different sectors, and they all seem very interesting, very exciting. Sometimes it's confusing. It's like, oh, well, maybe I should do this. But then, like, the next day, like, oh, wow, there's this as well. So there's so many possibilities, but the end goal is mechanical design. Yeah.
wow, wow. Congratulations. I just want us to read what Wadesa Kala is saying.
Thank
She's saying
you.
that's true. As an engineer, face a lot of doubt when it comes to performing, even from our fellow. Tell me about it. The workplace, I have to work.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that is a powerful point, Wadel, that you've said. We always have to work so harder to prove that we can do this. That's when it will be
Mm-hmm.
noticed. Otherwise, if you are below par, you'll be looked upon like women, things like. So it's always we are stressed out,
Yeah.
trying to be on the go. I really agree with what you're saying. That's really true. Wow. So Chileshe,
Yeah.
what would you say to a girl growing up out there, for example, in Shangombo, in Kazungula, in Zambia? For me, in
Mm-hmm.
United States, what would you say to a girl growing in Mississippi, deep Mississippi there, in East Coast? What would you say to a girl
Yeah.
growing up? How can they pursue engineering or STEM when they don't know about it? They never had resources. Could you just give some of the hints that we can encourage those girls out there?
Okay. Thank you so much. For the girls out there, I feel like first of all, believe in yourself and believe in your dream. One
Yes.
thing I've come to learn is just because you have the passion for STEM, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Most people think like, oh yes, I have the passion for mechanical engineering, so it's just going to be a walkthrough, and it's not the case. You're going to need to work hard. You're going to need to put in the work. So please just remember that your dream is valid. You need to be surrounded by the right people. It doesn't matter what background, what kind of upbringing you had. The ground is it's just equal opportunities for all when it comes. Once you're in the classroom, once yeah, solving and everything, everybody is at the same level. It doesn't matter whether I don't have this or that. The opportunities are there. Just be willing to put yourself out there. Try to talk to people. Like maybe when you get to university, you try to associate with maybe people in a higher level, like let's say in third year, who are already maybe quartered, and then you get to talk to them. They get to encourage you, because I feel like those people keep you going, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the key thing is just to believe in yourself and remember that just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but your passion is going to be the thing that actually pushes you to work harder and just make sure that you get to see your dreams come true.
Wow, interesting. You've touched very, very good points there. Yes, and we also live in a world of internet where they can always, we have to be
Mm-hmm.
curious, even as students, even as working class people, we have to be curious, trying to read about something, trying to understand, what is going on around us, because that's what, engineers do. You have to be aware,
Mm-hmm.
trying to learn, trying to, find out about something. So that's what they need to do, even if it's from a teacher. Even if you don't have internet, go ask the
Yeah.
teacher. I find, if you see a doctor, ask questions, because that's how your brain grows, little by little.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, congratulations again,
Yeah.
Chileshe Chanda. You've made it.
Thank you.
And, go get your gold. Your future is so bright, as
Yes.
bright as they come. Job well done. And we want to watch you on this
Thank
space.
you.
Please don't forget us. Come
Yeah.
here again. We want to see you. We want to see how you're
I
doing.
definitely will be back.
Yes, because kids, young ones, even students want to see us. How are we doing? How are we strengthening each other?
Yeah.
And they are always talk about a blue rope.
Mm-hmm.
As women, guys, we need to put each other using the blue rope. And when other women are asking about that blue rope, we need to make sure we can throw that blue rope to them so they can use it to climb and come up with where they are. And again, women, we have to keep asking, where's the blue rope? Where's the blue rope? What do I mean when I say the blue rope? The blue rope are your
Mm-hmm.
resources. The blue rope are your questions. You want to know things, you want to discuss a lot of things, and that's what we need to do. So thank you so much for coming, and stay tuned. We have another
Thank you.
exciting graduate, guys, coming from CB. You guys, oh my God, I love you, girls. You are doing as proud Zambians. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you soon. We really want to see you.
Alright.
Come and tell
I'll
us
be
how
back
you're
soon
doing.
with an update.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so
Yes.
Guys, oh my God, that was Chanda Chileshe. Oh, that was exciting. Guys, she is in STEM. She just graduated. And guys, it's not an easy road, but look at her face, look at her eyes. She's just so excited.